What's going on, YouTubers? It is Friday morning. We got the last of the dividends that dropped in for the weekly portfolio. Week 26. We are on week 26, halfway through the year. So for all you that have been here since day one, week one, I should say, appreciate you watching. Let's get into it. USOY. This one came in at 110% distribution. We have never seen a weekly distribution this high before. You might be thinking, where the heck did USOY come from if you've seen my videos previously? It used to be a monthly. It was in my monthly portfolio, but they decided to mess up my other portfolio and drop it into the weekly. So this is the first time we're getting a distribution from USOY as a weekly distributor ETF. COII, this one came in at 85% distribution. TSLW, 81% distribution. Let's take a look and get into some of the numbers. QQQY, this one came in at 38% distribution, giving us $3.57. Yahoo's always off by like a penny. It's kind of weird. QDTE, this one came in at 36% distribution, giving us almost $2. Next one up, QDTY, this one came in at 14% distribution. Ooh, 14% is pretty ugly, and sadly to say, it's not our lowest performer. WDTE, this one came in at 30% distribution. We got $3.23 added to the snowball. Next one up, XDTE, 32% distribution. This gave us almost $2 for the portfolio. SDTY, this is our lowest performer this week. It only came in at 13% distribution. Ugh, that's pretty ugly. Giving us 81 cents. IWMY, 51% distribution, giving us almost $7. Next one up, RDTE. This one came in at 41% distribution, $2.20 added. RDTY came in at 22% distribution, giving us $1.42. YBTC, 30% distribution, $2.20 received this week. YieldMax came in at 59% distribution, $3.72. Oh, excuse me. YMAG, 53% distribution, $3.78 received. Let's effing go. Came in at 63% distribution, $7.25 received. GPTY, this one came in at 34% distribution, $2.20. NVDW came in at 42% distribution, $2.90 for the snowball. NVII, this one came in at 38% distribution, $2.22 added to the portfolio. TSLW, 81% distribution. We got just over $5 from this one total. TSII, this one came in at 41% distribution, and it's not here. I didn't even notice if NVII wasn't in. Yahoo's a little bit behind. This one distributed on the 25th. Let's go back real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one hit. Sorry. TSII, $2.58. Scrolled a little bit. AAPW came in at 21% distribution, $1.16 received. COIW, this one came in at 40% distribution. We got $3.11. COII came in at 85% distribution, $5.75 received. PLTW came in at 78% distribution, $7.61 added to the portfolio. MAGY, Magnificent 7, came in at 25% distribution, $1.65 received. MST 64% distribution, $3.53. Oh, way too many tickers to go over. MSII, this one came in at 63% distribution, $3 and almost 50 cents received. Last but not least, our new ticker for the portfolio that used to be a monthly distributor, now a weekly distributor, coming in at a whopping 110% distribution. We've never seen a distribution that high before. This one gave us $53.60. I did not reinvest this money back into the portfolio. USOY messing up my numbers, dropping in, and next week another one's going to drop in. So we're going to have 27 total weekly distribution tickers next week, starting week 27. So total investment, $13,284.26. I put all the details down below in the descriptions if you want to see the numbers. With that weekly distribution, came out to average of 53%, our best ever if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the chart. So, yep, this was our best performing week as far as distribution rate, hitting 53% average, beat out week one that was at 51%. And like I said, USOY, top performer for the entire year. We've never seen a distribution that high. Back in week one, YBTC came in at 106%. Very few times do we see something coming in over 100%. And introduction for weekly distributions, USOY crushed it. All right, taking a look at the Nasdaq 100, Defiance, Roundhill, and YieldMax comparison. Defiance takes it. Normally Defiance is kicking butt on these. Same comparison, but with the S&P 500. This time Roundhill beat out Defiance by 2%. And of course our lowest performer, SDTY, a pathetic 13% distribution. The Russell 2000 small cap, Defiance takes it again, beating out Roundhill and crushing YieldMax for the Russell 2000 comparison. If you take a look at NVDA, we got Roundhill and Rex shares that we can compare, and looks like Roundhill beat out Rex shares as far as weekly distributions by 4%, roughly 4%. Looking at the Tesla comparison, Roundhill and Rex. Man, there's too many on here. Roundhill crushed Rex, beating them out by over 40% distribution. Out freaking standing. Comparing Roundhill and Rex with Coinbase, Rex destroyed. Roundhill over 40%, 45% more. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. And then our last comparison, Defiance against Rex for MSTR. What we got here? Ooh, Defiance barely beat out Rex by just barely over 1%. Pretty good numbers this week. Our best week ever for the year. If you take a look at the NAV decay, what I've noticed is some of the ones that I've owned the longest, I'm seeing the worst decay. So I don't know. I'm not your financial advisor, but from what I'm seeing, the longer I hold these, the worse the decay is, and they're just not recovering. Defiance has been struggling for a while. Defiance, the ones that I have in this portfolio, I've probably held the longest because they used to be monthlies way back and they switched to weeklies. So maybe they can come back. YMAX, YMAG, these two are pretty popular with YieldMax because YieldMax has quite a few different options, but they're struggling. I've had these for quite some time, and the NAV decay is almost 20%. So essentially, It's covering, well, no. YMAG is not covering its losses with the distribution, so initially I'm paying myself. Maybe this is not a good investment. Maybe it is. It all really depends on what you're doing with it. If you're dripping it, if you're using it as income, I wouldn't recommend this as a long-term growth. But like I said, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm doing this for entertainment, for myself, a little extra income. I'll probably start spending this money next month or the month after. We'll see. Got a few things in the hopper on what's been going on, so more on that in the future. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next week.